What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my first game preview. Over the rest of the year, I want to do preview videos for each Blazer game where I talk about their opponent, some analytical stats for both teams, things to look for, keys to the game, injury report, stuff like that. Now, this one is dropping very close to the game tonight, so this is more just a trial run. In the future, I will have more pictures and more graphics to really spice up these episodes, but I'm posting this mostly so that you can give me feedback on the structure of it, the flow of it, some things that I should add, some things that maybe I don't need to include, that sort of thing. I just want your feedback, so leave me a comment down in the comment section below on what you think of this type of video and ways I could improve it. Shout out to Reese, who's going to be helping me gather some of these analytics. I greatly appreciate him for that. And as far as an upload time for these videos, I'm thinking approximately 6 a.m. Pacific time the morning of games. That's probably the easiest for me, while still giving it enough leeway before tip-off time. Obviously, I want these videos to be relevant for 12, 13, 14 hours. If you think there's a better time for me to drop these, let me know down in the comment section. Feedback is what I need from this. Anyway, these game previews are brought to you by BetOnline. As a part of these game previews, I will have a parlay pick at the end of it. And I will also talk about whether or not I think the Blazers will cover the spread or not. If you want to get in on a parlay or on the spread or on an over-under bet or anything like that, check out my friends over at BetOnline and use the promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to receive a 50% reward bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts now. Here's where the preview starts. After winning the championship last year, Golden State has not been the same this season. Sitting at 500 with an 18-18 record, they've won 3 home games in a row against the Memphis Grizzlies, Charlotte Hornets, and Utah Jazz, and now they will go for 4 against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Warriors have been without Stephen Curry. He is out for the foreseeable future, but they've still been able to take care of some business. Of course, there's been surrounding drama with this team. Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in a preseason practice. There was a rumor that I did a video on a couple days ago about Klay Thompson potentially wanting to leave in a couple of years for the Los Angeles Lakers or your Portland Trail Blazers. And we still don't really know how good this Golden State Warriors team is, because it could just be a case of a championship hangover, but this team doesn't look the same, and we'll get into why that is. First off, this team has been drastically different, whether at home or on the road. At home, the Warriors have a 15-2 record. On the road, a 3-16 record. It's much like the Portland Trail Blazers from last year. Unfortunately, tonight's game is in San Francisco. They don't play in Oakland anymore. They moved to San Francisco, but it's a road game for the Blazers. The Warriors have been dominant at home, even without Stephen Curry. They've been able to take care of business there. So this is not an easy matchup for Portland. If they can give the Warriors their 3rd home loss of the year, that would be fantastic. Here are the metrics for the Golden State Warriors. As you can see, they are about average in terms of offense and defense, but they play the fastest pace in the NBA. So the Blazers are going to have to do a better job defending in transition than they have this season. The Warriors aren't a great rebounding team, ranking 21st there, the Blazers at 11th, so the Blazers might be able to crush the offensive glass a bit in this one and control the boards. That'll be a key. If the Warriors out-rebound the Portland Trail Blazers, it'll be tough for the Blazers to get a win. Now let's look at the shot distribution for the Golden State Warriors. They don't get to the rim much, ranking 28th in the league there. They shoot a lot of jump shots, 6th highest mid-range jumper rate, and 3rd highest three-point rate. They get up a lot of threes. Of course, with Steph Curry, that's a big key of theirs. Without him, we still don't really know how this team plays yet, but they still got some shooters, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, to name a couple. And given that they shoot a lot of jumpers, they do not get to the free throw line. They rank dead last in free throw rate. The Blazers can't be sending Golden State to the line. They don't get to the line much. Now let's look at their efficiency, and Golden State's efficient from every area of the floor. While offensively they don't rank super high, that is pretty much because they don't get to the free throw line a ton. Because when you look at their efficiency numbers, they are top 10 in efficiency at the rim, in the mid-range, behind the three-point line, and at the free throw line. True shooting percentage ranks 5th in the NBA, so they knock down shots and are a high-scoring team. If you compound that with fouling them and sending them to the free throw line, they are one of the best offenses in the league. Portland ranks below them in every efficiency category except for three-point shooting, so this could be a three-point shootout that might be fun to watch. I think this could be a high-scoring game for that reason. BetOnline has an over-under mark of 233 points, which averages out to a 117-116 game. I would heavily consider the over on that. Now let's take a look at some miscellaneous offensive numbers. Adjusted offensive rating takes into account strength of schedule. On the season, the Blazers have had a better offense, and that's mainly due to them having a much higher free throw rate. The Blazers are a better offensive rebounding team. As far as assist percentage, Golden State is great at moving the ball. They don't play an ISO-heavy style. We've talked about their offense numerous times on this channel, about how well they move the ball, how well they move players, so the Blazers are going to have to be locked in off the ball, which is something that they've struggled with this season. The Warriors are prone to turning the ball over, though. They ranked second to last in terms of turnover percentage, and as part of their fast pace, they have the third shortest offensive possession length in the league. Now let's look at the defense. This first category shows how often each defense lets the opponent get shots from certain ranges. So with the Golden State Warriors being first in opponent rim rate, they don't let opponents get to the rim with success. The Blazers are drastically different in that regard. 39% of opponent shots come from around the rim, with only 29% for Golden State. Golden State also doesn't allow a ton of mid-range shots, but they will let you get up some threes, and they will foul you, as showcased by those bottom two numbers. The Blazers are better about not fouling and are better about not giving up a bunch of three-point attempts, so it'll be interesting to see how many threes Golden State gets up, and how well they shoot on them. This next section just takes that and looks at efficiency numbers from certain ranges against the Warriors and Blazers defenses. While the Warriors stop you from getting to the rim, they will let you score there. They rank 22nd in rim percentage, also 22nd in mid-range percentage. They do a decent job guarding the three-point line, so this makes for a very interesting game in terms of where the Blazers' shots come from and how efficient they are from specific ranges. Will they be able to get to the rim against a defense that doesn't let you get going downhill too much? Will they be able to get to the free throw line against a team that fouls a lot? Will Golden State eviscerate them in a high-level three-point battle? Those are things I'm looking for in this game. The final defensive category looks at adjusted defensive rating, which, just like adjusted offensive rating, takes into account strength of schedule. The Blazers' adjusted defensive rating is actually better than you might think. They rank 18th because they've had one of the hardest schedules. The second number is their strength of schedule for their defense, which basically means how many really good offenses has their defense had to face so far this year, and it's been one of the toughest slates of the season. As I've said all season long, the Blazers have a tough early season schedule, and that has knocked down some of their metrics a little bit. But this defense is better than last year, ranking in at 18th in adjusted defensive rating, but they will have a test tonight. Defensive rebounding is about the same. Warriors are a much worse offensive rebounding team. Warriors are middle of the pack in forcing turnovers, Blazers below that, and as part of the Warriors' fast pace, they can speed you up defensively. As far as the injury report for this game, both Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins will miss tonight's game. James Wiseman is listed as questionable with a left ankle sprain. Dante DiVincenzo and Draymond Green are probable. Andre Iguodala will also miss this game. So for the Warriors, the two key offensive weapons for them are Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson. I talked a lot about Klay Thompson in that video I dropped a couple days ago. While his three-point percentage doesn't look as good as it has in prior years, Basketball Index ranks Klay Thompson as the 12th best three-point shooter in the league this year out of the 331 players who have played at least 250 minutes. As far as Jordan Poole goes, he averages 28 points per game and almost 6 assists with a 55 true shooting percentage in games that Steph Curry misses if you extrapolate out his minutes to what he would normally play. So without Steph Curry, Jordan Poole plays like an absolute star, and a key for the Blazers defense is going to be shutting him down. Because without Steph Curry, the Warriors offense gets 13 points worse. Their offensive rating takes a plunge from 121 to 108 without Curry on the floor. This is in on garbage time minutes. Draymond Green isn't what he used to be offensively. You're not going to see him run many pick and rolls. He's the 9th worst player in the league in that regard. So it's really going to come down to, can Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole get hot? Can they get things rolling offensively? The Warriors don't have many consistent, reliable options outside of those two without Curry on the floor. This is the first of 4 matchups between the Warriors and Blazers this year. They also play on February 8th, February 28th, and the final game of the year on April 9th. This game will be televised on NBA TV. Obviously, if you're in the Portland area, you can't watch it due to local broadcasting rights. And as far as keys to the game go for the Portland Trail Blazers, the first key will be to win the free throw battle. There's a big disparity there between these two teams. Blazers need to get to the line more. Unfortunately, lately, they've been kind of screwed over by the refs, so it's going to be interesting to watch that. The second key to the game is to not let the Golden State Warriors get hot from 3. The Blazers have had some really bad moments this season defending the 3-point line, although I don't think it's been as bad as some people think. But the Warriors are a team that can get hot from 3, and coupled with this is also just playing better transition defense, as the Warriors excel getting 3s in transition. Those are the keys defensively. Offensively, I want to see the Blazers move the ball, because I think it's going to be tough for them to get to the rim and even get fouled if they are stagnant and going against a set Warriors defense. They are a team that fouls a lot, but it's easier to play solid defense when you're not rotating, when you're not moving. So the Blazers need to move the ball, move players off the ball in order to shift this Golden State defense to get themselves opportunities attacking the rim, but also get the Warriors in situations where they're helping late or rotating late, which can create some free throw opportunities or driving lanes, etc. As far as the over-under for 233 on BetOnline, I'm taking the over on that. The spread is the Portland Trail Blazers being favored by 1.5 points, and that's iffy for me, but given how good the Golden State Warriors have been at home, I have to lean with Golden State there, but I am not confident in that pick whatsoever. If this was in Portland, I would easily take the Blazers there, but the Warriors have just been dominant at home even without Steph Curry. That it's going to be a tough battle for Portland. And for a parlay pick for this game, I'm actually going to take a parlay in regards to the Golden State Warriors. A lot of parlays involve Damian Lillard, and he sprained his wrist and has had some tough shooting games lately, so I don't feel confident picking a parlay with him in it. So instead, I'm going to take plus 700 odds with Jordan Poole getting 30 points, Draymond Green getting 7 assists, and Kevon Looney getting 10 rebounds. That'd be $700 in winnings on a $100 bet. And if you want to get in on any of this action, remember that promo code BELIEVE over on BetOnline, BLEAV, and you can receive 50% rewards. With that being said, that's a wrap for this game preview. Let me know what you think of this style of video. Let me know if you think there's anything I should change or add into this. I'm going to try and get these shorter. Obviously, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm still kind of mastering the flow of it all, but I want to get these videos to around 10 minutes in length. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the post-game show later tonight. Until then, as always, peace out. Go Blazers.